Very good morning. Another day of cricket before we head into the semi-finals in the ACC Men's Challenger Cup 2024. We are coming to you live from the TCG Cricket Ground, Bangkok. And it's the fifth place playoff that is happening right now. Indonesia taking on Thailand in this particular game. The toss happened some time ago. It was Babashish Nanda who was down there with the two captains. Let's find out what happened.
Right, then we do have got our top four teams, but then of course this particular morning both Indonesia and Thailand, they go for the fifth and sixth to them to use the learnings and see what they can get out of this particular game. I've got everyone who matters right now. Kadek, who's been leading Indonesia brilliantly. There's Austin, who's been leading Thailand. And on the extreme left, Mr. Iftikhar Ahmed, the match official, who's given the coin to Kadek here. Give it a flip. Heads is a call. Heads it is. It's up to Austin. Any particular reasons to bowl first?
Again, the same reason. A little bit of moisture in the early morning. We'll like to use that. With our strength is a little bit good in bowling, so I think we'll be using that.
What sort of a target you would like to restrict them to?
Again, we'll, as low as possible, we'll try and restrict them. We'll keep the fielding tight and let's see.
And bat with the same firepower?
Absolutely.
All right, good luck, Austin.
Thank you so much.
Right then, Kadek. First up here, batting first, happy. Look dry, you said?
Yeah, actually, if we won the toss, also we opt to bat first. We'll keep a good total to defend them. So we won't also underestimate. They also have a good bowling line. So we'll try our best today. So anyway, it's the last game for us. We learned something for last few games, but today we'll show that we are also can do something in this tournament.
Lovely, have fun. Right, and the news from the center is Thailand, they've won the toss. They will be fielding first.
So then Thailand winning the toss, electing to field. The kind of run chase that we saw yesterday from Thailand was absolutely fantastic. Mohammad Anjar Tadarus will be taking strike first up. Well, in fact, he's at the striker's end. And Padmakar Rajaram Surve at the non-striker's end. And Andre Koitzi will start proceedings. Performed brilliantly yesterday, almost taking Thailand to the semis. It was a matter of one or two runs here and there. Or a couple of balls here and there. First ball then. Bit of shape into the right-hander. That is a hit on the body. It's a dot ball to start with. Mohammad Anjar started the tournament brilliantly. Alongside me on the comm box is Babashish Nanda. Toss done. The pitch is something that he has taken a close look at. We'll talk about that. But first up, what I want to talk about, Babashish, is this is the most overcast we have seen conditions to be.
Good morning, Nishant. Good morning to everyone. Yes, you're right. But speaking to a lot of locals, they say this is more for the show than anything. And a massive dark cloud that was hovering to the left of us has suddenly been pushed to the right by the passing breeze. Off the leading edge. But if you look at the surface closely, Nishant, it's really dry. As you mentioned, one of the more overcast conditions to begin, and also the surface a lot drier in this first game of the day. Normally it dries out towards the second. Spinners will come into play early. Looking to turn it away on the onside. Andre Koitzi, loud appeal. Umpire took a long time and then raised his finger. Only thing Anjar can blame himself that his front leg was going across, too far across. Look at where the toe is pointing. It's pointing towards mid-off with the ball coming back in. That is danger. He's gone for a duck. Early strike for Thailand. Anjar has been in fine touch in this tournament. Let's take a look at that particular delivery. Well, Anjar will consider himself really unlucky to be given out to that. Kadek Dharma is a new batter in at 3 now. Now, Kesuma will be aware of that inward movement. What Andre Kodze can do is bowl that bouncer first up to Kesuma. Now he's gone fuller. And Kesuma still went on the back foot there. Very lucky it didn't swing back in, Nishant.
Yes, and I think Kodze probably deliberately didn't swing that ball. He's probably setting him up for that incoming delivery. So with that slip in place and a short mid in place, the batsman is always in two minds. There's the incoming delivery. Should have been a touch fuller. But what a start from Kodze. It's a wicket maiden. After the end of the first over, none for one. That's the Indonesia batting lineup. Kadek Gamantika, Ferdinando Banunaik, Padmakar, Rajaram Surve, Ketut Ediguna, Ahmad Ramdoni, Gedadharma Arta, Danielson, Johannes Havo, Muhammad Anjar Tadarus just got out. Kiruba Shankar Coimbatore is one of the top scorers of the tournament, and Kadek Dharma Kesuma is in the middle right now. Rogerio Maxikoda. Thailand not much different. Yodsak Saranonakun comes back.
And also Maxi returns. Maxi Koda was rested for the previous game. Wonder who played. Perhaps it was Dhanesh Shetty who bowled 1 over. 7 wickets in the tournament so far. Mukesh Thakur is a really strike bowler for Thailand. Has a tendency to pick up early wickets. Starts with a bad ball. And Paddy's first boundary it is. Was short, was outside the leg stump. He looks much fitter though today, Paddy. Whatever injury he had, that's gone. And that's an easy picking.
Yes, excellent shot there. Off the mark straight away. First runs on the board. And beautiful delivery. Appeal, umpire not interested. And Baba Sheesh. That looked close.
Yeah, just the way Thakur went up. Closer to the stumps. Pitched in line. Comes back in. Impact has to be umpire's call. And I don't think it came back enough either for the umpire to be sure.
Watchfully defended this time. There is another dot ball.
very smartly what both Andre Kodse and Mukesh Thakur are trying to do. They're not going too full here. They're still bowling in and around that 5-6 meter length, which keeps the stumps in play, also allows the batter to overthink. Once you go too full, maybe they can get the drive out, they can block it. But once in and around that 5 meter, 6 meter length, it's very difficult. Change in field. Extra fielder from the onside goes to the offside for Kesuma, who's yet to get off the mark. It's a short cover in the form of no fun, a slip and a gully, and a shot mid-wicket.
Kesuma to face Thakur for the first time. Pitched up. Looks to go for a full-blooded shot. Inside edge onto the boots. That is a dot ball. Thakur generally picks up a wicket in his very first over. Not today. Not yet. Too far down the leg side on that occasion. Can't be given out. A dot ball to finish the over. 2 overs bowled. It's 5 for 1.
Yes, looking at the surface, lot of dry grass on top of it. As the game progresses in this very first match itself, you will see the ball spinning. And unlike the previous surfaces we have seen, no difference in both the ends. Grass covering has been very even. So you can actually try your spinners from both the ends and still find some purchase. For Thailand, of course, the pace bowlers have done well, and so you expect them to keep bowling, unless of course they want to introduce no fun pretty early.
This is the most level and uniform looking pitch we've seen so far in the tournament. Just losing his run up on that occasion, Kodse. What a start for him. Wicket maiden to start with. And this one goes through with the angle. Left alone by Surve. He's facing Kodse for the first time. Today, that is.
And already has got a boundary of a short ball. Kodse, whenever he bowls it short, that should be really short and not halfway through.
Right now he's happy with the purchase that he's getting because of the conditions, pitching it up. And every time he doesn't get the ball to come back in, the batsman is going to be worried. That was the leg before that he got against Tadarus.
Which is why he's continuing to get the ball up. But Paddy is somebody who will take on the bouncer. Therein lies the opportunity for Kodse. Fuller again goes with the angle. Surve really happy not to chase the angle, keeping the slip out of the play. Although Nishant, what Indonesia will be thinking about is that Thailand chased that total down in no time. So there is extra pressure to get 20 more, 30 more than the par score. This one came back in and well played.
Yes, the question is, what is the par score? How do you decide that when a team chases down 127 in 9 point some overs? Beautiful bowling this. Very good bowling this. I think Paddy here is reading Coetzee well. He's at least able to figure out which is the one that is coming back in and which is the one that's not.
Also, I think Andre Coetzee has been a little bit of a one-trick pony in this over. His biggest strength is the accurate bouncer, which is where the fuller ball has become difficult for most batters. For somebody as experienced as Surve, he's waited on the front foot and waited well. Off the pads, won't be a run. Maiden for Coetzee. 5 for 1 after the first 3.
So Mukesh Thakur to bowl, starts off with a short and wide delivery outside the off stump. He will be feeling a little surprised. He's used to picking up wickets in the first over of his spell.
Kesuma now standing outside the crease. So he can go back, use the depth of the crease and play it on the back foot. It's good technique shown by Kesuma here. It's just that he would love to get off the mark to begin with. That really is the first real test in a situation like this for a new batter. Change of pace and much fuller. Only off the inside half of the bat. There you go. Kesuma off the mark.
That'll bring a Paddy on strike. Thakur to continue. Oh, right up there. That's been driven straight to mid-on, and a quick single take in direct hit would have been interesting.
Nishant, I think looking at the overhead conditions, this Thailand new bowling pair have moved away from something that has worked for them so well, which is to bang the ball shorter, push the batters back, and then get them trapped in front. Both these bowlers have constantly pitched it up, and somehow Surve and Kesuma, they have been up to the task. Kesuma's first boundary comes through the offside, angling away slightly short of length, and he can easily transfer the weight and put it away.
Yes, that's the second boundary of the bowling of Mukesh. First one, of course, came of the very first ball that he bowled. It's been a slightly tougher day for Mukesh so far. That's a good leave.
You can afford to be decisive because you're only expecting the ball to be fuller. Yeah, all those dark clouds have completely vanished. The sun god is peeping out. It's bright and sunny here at the TCG. There you go. Very second, it was slightly shorter, quicker. Survey was late. 12 for 1 after 4.
No fun, Senamantri is into the attack. 3 wickets for him, but that economy rate is fantastic.
The field he's got tells you the kind of bowler he is. Long on and deep mid-wicket. Not covering for any kind of turn because, well, he hardly does turn the ball. Very accurate, and Paddy really rocks back. Puts a back foot punch away for 4. That is brilliant batting. That's something which we didn't see from Maldives batter. Constantly playing for turn. Not here, Survey. Knew it's going to come back in, covered for that.
Yes, excellent looking shot there. His use of the feet has been spot on. And he gives himself a little bit of room, goes over the top. That will run away to the fence for 4 more. Back-to-back boundaries to greet Senamantri on to the bowling crease here.
This is what experience is. Played through that first spell of fast bowlers. Played within himself. Then when the spinner comes on, who's not exactly spinning the ball, he's found 2 back-to-back 4s here. Now the short ball comes. Pulled towards deep mid-wicket. Survey will know he's missed out. Real opportunity to hit that one out of the park. Puts Senamantri in early pressure.
So that will be Kesuma will be on strike now. And what a good looking shot that is from Kesuma. Over the head of the fielder in the deep. That is a boundary there. In fact, that's the boundary that all batters like. A biggie.
Andre Kotzik quickly having a word with Nofon here. That's a shot Survey wanted to execute. Kesuma has done it brilliantly. This time it was full enough to rock back. Awkwardly goes through Kesuma. Much quicker ball from the spinner here. Let's see for the last one, does he toss one up? No, flatter it is. Having gone for 15, he'll stay at it. 27 for 1. Indonesia finally gets a move on. will be Chanchai. Penkumta, 3 wickets so far. Always has preferred the older ball.
Will be bowling the final over of the power play today.
He's actually somebody you can target the first over off. Starts bowling slightly short of length. Cut shot, pull shot, much straighter. Comes into play. Extra bounce there. Looked like Surve wasn't expecting the pace that Chanchai has generated of that ball.
That did kick off the track a little bit. And Paddy just trying to check out the area where the ball landed.
I just get a feeling Paddy might be standing little leg side of the ball here. Yes, he's standing outside leg stump almost.
Beautifully bowled. Very important for Chanchai to read that as well and maintain this line, because if he bowls within the stumps, and that is the reason Paddy is standing outside the leg stump, to give himself that room to pull it away.
And once you're standing outside leg stump or on leg stump, make sure you're not pushing at anything outside off. If you want to get bat on ball, go for it. There is no slip in position. Flash at it. Nicely bowled. Much straighter, fuller. Surve had to do what he did, which is to give it immense respect and play it along the carpet.
And you can see very easily how quickly he got into position to play that gentle flick shot to short mid-wicket. Now imagine that ball being shot, Surve getting into position for a pull. Just like that. It's just that he didn't time it well enough, but it has managed to beat the short fine fielder. Runs away to the fence for 4.
This is extremely good awareness from Surve here. As we have spoken before, sometimes Chanchai errs on the shorter side, and you might as well be ready for that. Short fine leg inside, as you mentioned. Did well to keep it down and rolled his wrist over. This partnership now 31 from 30, just the kind of recovery Indonesia wanted.
That is much better. The moment he bowls even slightly outside off and pitches it up, it will be difficult for Surve to get into a good position. Even there, he was just reaching out for that delivery and just pushed it without getting to the pitch.
Yeah, any further movement from there on in is where Penkumta might trouble Surve. Last ball flashed away just over the inner circle. That's just one though. Power play done and dusted. 33 for 1. That's how Thailand began, with a wicket. And since then, it's been Kesuma and Surve who have been defensive, steady in their attack, took on no fun, and have got through the power play without any further damage. This is one aspect of Thailand as a unit they would love to improve, which is ruthlessness with the ball as well. Looks like they have kind of mastered the process with the bat, where everyone has ultra aggressive intent and they're okay with that. Now with the ball, especially when you're bowling first, can you be ruthless too? Can you go on and look for wicket taking options altogether? Maliwan has been a wicket taking option for Austin, and he's gone to Sarawat straight away. Couple of wickets so far, 7.33 the economy rate. at times can be expensive, but can pick up wickets too. Short third inside, deep fine leg.
Poor delivery to start with. Very flat and short. Kesuma was looking to deposit it over a backward square leg. No timing on that one, just a single.
I doubt Survey will miss that. Maliwan might try and go slightly fuller. No, even shorter outside the off. Survey too only can find the sweeper fielder. Twice in 2 balls. They would have wanted at least 2 boundaries or even a 6 and a 4.
Just a couple of steps down the track and eases it towards long on for a single this time.
Another shot which can be extremely valuable is the little lap towards short fine leg. The deep fine leg fielder is a lot squarer. Maliwan isn't getting any turn, so if you can just get in the line and lap it round the corner, that's 4. Outside the off, full-blooded drive this time. The sweeper did overran that ball, but Raina, ever so quick, guns the throw back. They'll get one more for the overthrow.
He's not happy, Raina, there. A good effort in the deep. Despite overrunning, managed to stop it. Thought it was a recipe for disaster otherwise. Full toss, poor delivery, but he gets away with it. No timing on that one from Kesuma.
Do you think Raina bowled a little later in the innings that he should have? Looked like somebody who's got a strong action, generated some pace and was accurate too.
Yes, I would have really expected him to bowl earlier. Again, wide of him. Again, he makes a save. Oh, you saved it. He doesn't realize that. He thinks that it's gone through.
And now this time the backup comes for that throw. Another sensational effort this is from the sweeper fielder. Yeah, stopped it with his legs eventually. 42 for 1 after 7. As we build up towards the big semi-finals of this particular tournament, action continues to unfold when you unlock cricket. Download ACC app now. You can also visit www.asiancricket.org and get the best of the world of cricket at your fingertips. Chancha is second. Blocked off the back foot. Scoring only at 6 runs per over. And you'd like to believe with the Thai ball approach, that is an easier task, easier gig.
Are we calling it that or are we calling it bang ball?
Well, I mean, the second one has got a ring to it. I agree. So, irrespective of the nomenclature, the process. 6 runs per over, it shouldn't trouble them. Goes back to the point I was trying to make. Maybe teams at some point of time will fear that approach and start overthinking, overdoing stuff. Try and go at 8s, 9s, and could be difficult.
Yeah, just what India are facing right now against England. Come back for 2 this time. Yes.
Talking about that test series, did listen to Brendan McCullum after the second test that they lost. And they did ask him about the preparations for the third test, of course. There's some time. What are you up to? So, of course, we will be going to Abu Dhabi. And, families will join us there. The Indian boys are also getting a break. They're going home for a few days. So, it's a good time for everyone to recover. And the reporter was quickly to ask how much of cricket there will be in Abu Dhabi. He said none of it. None of it. There'll be some golf. There'll be some entertainment. We're going to rest, recoup, look at the mental side of things. We've already prepped too much. We know what to expect. We know it's going to spin and all that. We have done all that work. Now it's about entertainment and just recovering from a gruesome couple of weeks of cricket. Slashed. In fact, sliced indeed over the backward point fielder. Just one.
Yeah, I did read the headline. Cricket is completely off the minds in Abu Dhabi. This is what the headline read. I think it's a fair call. I mean, 2 days before the test match, they can come back, regroup and start thinking about cricket as well. And pretty much the way we won't be thinking about cricket from 5 in this evening till maybe tomorrow night. Single to finish the over, 8 bowled, 47 for 1.
Sarawat returns. Down the track, up and over. With a lot of power goes Kesuma. Jumping out of the crease, picked the length early. And with all the commitment in the world, sends it beyond the ropes.
Well, that's his second 6. Good looking shot there. It's straight down the ground. Definitely a place where you'll find nobody else.
Sarawat quickly showing the ball to the umpire. Must have taken a little bit of a damage.
I think the umpire asked to check. I was about to say that very proactive from the umpire there, because that was hit hard. He's just called to check the ball once if it's all right. So that's 6, also bringing up the 50 for Indonesia in the 9th over.
Again, a bad ball dragged down, but only a run. Now, one thing you cannot fault the umpiring in this tournament is that it has been proactive. Decision making has been really quick and swift and very decisive from their perspective, which is all you want.
Yes, they've managed to stand their ground, which is very important for an umpire. In a pressure situation, there will be players coming at you. There will be appeals unnecessarily. And there will be players who will be trying to influence you by saying different kinds of things maybe. And when I say that, I mean on the field itself. And you have to stand your ground then. Stick to your decision.
And as a unit, they have followed that. It's not individual stuff. It's as a team, as a group, they've ensured that has happened.
You have to stand your ground unless, of course, technology does completely tell you that, no, you're wrong. Oh, well bowled. He almost yorked himself there, Surve.
That reminds me another little thing which we'll come back to. 55 for 1 it is. Five bowlers used so far. They have been predominantly the options that Austin has gone for. No fun returns for a second over. Change of ends for no fun here. Tried it from the commentary box end. Will now go to the other end to get his second over in. Inside out with the spin on offer. Goes Surve. Should have been pushing for the second. Listening to Mike Atherton while they were discussing the delivery that Jasprit Bumrah got Pope out with. And Atherton mentioned a point that former Australian player Bob Simpson, who used to coach as well. Down the track this time, Kotze is interested. In fact, it's Non-Trach who takes the catch, tracked it brilliantly. And that is the fall of the second wicket. The partnership has been broken. No fun, change of ends, change of luck.
Well, he bowled a lot slower there. And I think the batsman overhit it on that occasion. That is the end of Kesuma then, out for 24 of 24.
With that, it's also time for drinks. Surve doing the right thing, little bit of a fist bump and a word of encouragement for Sinamontri there. As Kirubashankar Coimbatore makes his way into the center. Nine fours and 5 sixes. Out of those 9 fours, how many of those have come from the late cut? Perhaps 5 or 6 of those. Okay, going back to Bob Simpson. And he said there is no such delivery as a Yorker. As a batter, you have misjudged the length. Either you should have been fully forward, took it on the full toss, or slightly forward, took it on a half volley. The very fact that you have misjudged it, it has turned into a Yorker and you have beaten himself. Spoken like a true batter. But he has a point, right?
Well, if you look at it, when every Yorker can be a full toss, I'm not sure if every Yorker can be converted into a half volley. But full toss, definitely, that's what probably Mahendra Singh Dhoni used to do. I mean, if it's a Yorker length delivery and you're getting underneath it the way he did, and at some point, the impact is on the full.
Here's the shot that he loves. You can actually put a blindfold on Kiruba Shankar and tell him that you're going to bowl outside the off. He will cut you to different places, cut you to death. He's that good at that shot, which is why Cinnamon Tray must be hoping that the arm ball comes in not quicker but slower. Look like that particular delivery wide of the crease. That is reading the batter to the tee there.
Final delivery of the over here. Very well bowled. 10 overs bowled, it's 56 for the loss of 2 wickets. Right then, Raina into the attack. And into the com box is Richard now. Richard, must be a relaxing day for you today.
Yes, no more net run rate. Maybe Duckworth Lewis might come into it, but I hope relaxed all day. Thailand started well with Jondre Kurtzer taking a wicket in his first over, but Indonesia recovered with a partnership of 56 before that wicket in the 10th over.
Raina picked up a wicket of in the very first over that he bowled in the previous game. Bowled the only over there. That is uppish but wide of the fielder. He'll pick up another single.
Bobby Raina coming on a bit earlier today. I think he bowled the 17th over yesterday. So they're saving Jondre as well as the other left arm seamer Thacker till the end of the innings.
There's Chanchai's pace that can be used as well. He's already bowled a couple of overs.
Maybe brought Bobby on because there's a new batsman at the crease. And I think in years past he would have bowled at Padmaka in the Bangkok League. So he knows what both of these experienced players know what each other is about.
Should be a good contestant right up there. And, Padmakar just taking it on the full there. He picks up a single.
Bobby also comes from India. And his brother Ryan captained the country a few years ago. He was a good off spinner and I think left-handed bat. I don't think they're any relation to Suresh.
Yeah, you said off spinner and left-handed bat. That's where the mind went.
But good cricketers for Thailand over the last decade and or so.
Couple of deliveries remaining in this over. Again, getting a little overcast, and he was looking to run it down there, Kirubasankar. It's his favorite thing to do. This guided delivery down to third man. Doesn't quite get it right on that occasion, so that is going to be a dot ball. And Thailand have been very, very disciplined. Look at that, just one extra in the 11th over.
No, that is very good. So they've been putting a lot of practicing in it, and it's beginning to pay dividends.
Nicely driven.
Looking for their third win in a row today.
11 overs ball at 60 for 2. Flattish delivery this time that has been cut away. Straight to the fielder at point, dot ball. So Sena Mantri into his third over. Two very good deliveries to start the over with. One close to the stumps. Flattish, making the batsman think he can cut, the other tossed up and forcing him to reach out for it. Dot and a single to start the over. Nufon has been quite impressive from whatever we've seen him. Numbers might not show that, but...
Yeah, he was very accurate yesterday. Just bowled 1-5 wides and otherwise less than 10 runs off his bowling. Went for a few in his first over. But looks like he's got his control back. He's been playing for Thailand since roughly 2010, plus all the age group teams, and he's captained the country as well.
Yeah, looks like a youngster, somebody who is hardly 25 years old. He's been playing cricket for 14 years now. For Thailand, that is.
And he gave up to become a coach. And he still is a regular coach at age group level. That's good fielding there on the boundary.
I think that's an excellent stop. And that's Chalom Wong. Chatfai San will be disappointed for having missed out yesterday. He would be feeling that had he got a few, maybe a couple of boundaries, Thailand wouldn't be playing today. Very well bowled, very well bowled. That arm ball was properly delivered.
But being realistic, I think the problem came in the first match against Japan, not in anything they did yesterday. Yesterday was near perfect.
That's a nice looking shot. Comfortable single. End of over number 12. It's 63 for 2. 64 now. off the outside edge, and excellent stop by Kodzi there. Single taken.
But yes, Akshay, the wicketkeeper, and John Tray, the South African all-rounder, batted so brilliantly yesterday. Just so near and yet so far to a place in the semi-finals.
Poor delivery. Praising how they've not bowled extras, and we see one.
There's the second extra.
Oh, one was wide bowled by Mukesh Kumar, I remember, in his second over, and now this one. But that's still fantastic, if you ask me. Just a couple of wides in 13 overs is top notch. Kiruvasankar on strike. Good looking shot. Oh, he's got him. The skipper has taken a stinker there.
A brilliant catch there by Austin Lazarus. Well positioned in the field, and he just plucked it off his ankles.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Kiruvasankar will be disappointed. He had timed it brilliantly, but he has to go for 3 of 10. The skipper of Indonesia comes into the middle now, Kadek Gamandika. And Raina just get a feeling, got a little bit of shape on that one. And we'll pick up a couple.
This is an interesting game between Thailand and Indonesia because they met twice in the SEA Games in Cambodia, and Indonesia won the 20-over game, but Thailand won the 50-over match to win the bronze medal.
He was looking for that magic delivery there because he's getting that shape away from the right-hander with the breeze favouring him. That's the second wide of the over.
For the SEA Games, both teams had to be nationals or ethnic, whatever you would say. So Thailand have their full strength team out today. So maybe they are favourites.
Shortish delivery that's pulled away. And there is a fielder in the deep, just a single. That brings Paddy on strike. 37 of 36 is what he's batting on. Six runs off this over. And a wicket. That's a good looking shot. Chase for the fielder in the deep, but he will still manage to restrict it to a single.
It's a nice steady over again from Bobby Rayner. I think bowling slightly earlier in the innings is suiting him rather than when Hell for Leather starts in the last 5 overs.
Yes, it's been a pretty good spell. Even yesterday, he bowled good lines. It's just that he was bowling at a time when the batters were looking to go after the bowling. 13 overs bowled, 71 for 3. So Senamontri to finish off. And that's it. Past the fielder inside the circle.
His first over in the power play was rather expensive, but his next 2 overs in the second half of the innings been much better.
Because that is again something that we've seen happening to a lot of Thai bowlers. Start off poorly but then really come back well. Another single taken there.
I guess it's with the 2 left arm seam bowlers bowling 4 overs in the power play. Thailand just need to find a good 5th and 6th over to keep it really tight. Maybe that's the weakness, the 5th and 6th overs.
Oh, that's a good shot. That's a beautiful shot from Surve. Inside out over extra is always a delight to watch. And he gets a boundary.
And this is good for Indonesia. They want their best player to bat the majority of the overs if he can.
It's been cut away this time. They'll pick up a single. So Gamantika on strike. He has come out with a bit of a positive frame of mind. Looking to score of every ball that he faces. Nicely done, straight to the fielder, dot ball.
Well fielded by John Ray. Putting his body on the line, 40 years of age.
Goes for the big shot this time, and just short of the fielder in the deep. So that'll be the end of Nofon's spell here. 1 for 28 in his 4. 14 bowled, 79 for 3.
So Chanchai returning for his second spell. Maybe he'll only get to bowl one more over because the two left armers will bowl the last 4 overs.
And he has been greeted with a 6 by Gamantika. That was a bad ball. In between length ball there. And very slow as well. He just waited on it and dispatched it for 6. So Indonesia getting a move on here. Comes down the track, pulls it and put down. Chalo Wong, you don't expect him to do that.
He's hit the first ball of the over for 6. Didn't make as good contact there. Looked like it was straight at the fielder, but he put it down.
Down the leg side, that'll be a wide. I think it's not right for Chanchai here. Just get a feeling that, as you mentioned, Richard, this is the only over that he's going to bowl, because I have a feeling that probably Raina will bowl another one. And then 17, 18, 19, 20 will be bowled by the two left armers.
It's quite a standard plan, but it's been effective. Those two left arm bowlers are excellent.
Good delivery, much better. Oh, shy at the non-strikers and is missed. Think Surve was gone. And I have a feeling probably batters at both ends were struggling. Down the leg side this time. Another wide.
Well, the change of ends for Chanchai has not really worked. He's got problems with his footholds and his lines going down leg side.
Yeah, that's what, 4 wides in the last 2 overs bowled by seamers from this end. Raina gave away 2 in his previous over. And now Chanchai 2 in this over. That's picked up by Gamantika again. It lands safe. It will trickle away for 4 more. This is turning out to be a very good over for Indonesia. Two more deliveries to go in this over, and they've conceded 14 runs already. And that will be, we'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. Was there some pad involved there? Yes.
Must have hit the pad.
I think it probably hit the strap of the pad after crossing the batter. So dot ball finally for Chanchai. Shot on the slower side. He's gone for the uppercut, but it lands well short of the fielder in the deep. And they're coming back for 2. This is superb running between the wickets by Gamantika. He wanted Surve on strike for the next over. 15 bowled, 95 for 2.
Well, 39 runs off the last 5 overs, and has forced a slight change in plan from Thailand. Mukesh Thaka is bowling the 16th over. One over earlier than we expected.
Yeah, which is what we expected even yesterday, I believe, when we thought they're going to restrict them to even lesser score at the death. Surve cuts it, chops it back. He's moved on to 46 from 42 now. But I believe Indonesia would love to have a strike to Gamantika, because he's really going for it. Mistimed one, got lucky. If he just can get a few out of the screw straight away and put pressure on Thakur. It's a full toss, but he's nicely guided that one to the left of that point fielder. Played it late. 100 up for Indonesia.
Gamatika now on 22 off 12. An excellent little innings.
He's really aware of the field. The sweeper fielder was a lot straighter. Took the full toss late. Normally at the death, batters look to hit the full toss down the ground for a 6 over mid-on, mid-wicket. Gamantika manages to craft a boundary. Now for that Yorker, just a run.
All these countries are playing more cricket nowadays with SEA games and Asian games.
Once again, that is a fumble from the keeper. Surve got no bat onto that one.
And they also faced each other in last year's 50 over ACC competition. And over the longer length, Thailand were victorious. But as I said before, Indonesia have beaten Thailand in T20 cricket.
I believe that was the old Thailand with the bat. This new approach, nothing is enough, ever. Which is what we were discussing. What could be a par score. Third Yorker on the trot that Thakur has delivered. And he's conceded just one out of those.
Well, certainly Thailand have 20 overs to chase the runs today. No doubt about that. Don't have to get it in 9 overs. But I'm sure they'll bat in a similar fashion.
Yes, I did reconfirm that from their captain at the toss. Another full toss has been played towards the long on fielder. Brilliant comeback from Thakur after being hit for a boundary only of the second ball. 103 for 3 after 16.
And here's the return of John Dre. 2 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for naught. Man of the match yesterday, player of the match yesterday for a wicket and a brilliant 43. He's been good in the field. Just shows what being a first-class cricketer for 15 years can do for you.
Also his attitude towards the fellow players and always letting them know what is the right thing to do, what is the right way to go about things. Round the wicket, off cutter, raise that towards the sweeper. Raina, the fielder, keeps it down to 1.
Certainly last year his wife and kids came to the 50 over games, sat in the VIP area, supported him greatly.
That is sweet. Even at the breakfast this morning, I think, some of the players had their families over, Singapore players. Straight to the fielder. Again fallen to the trap. Another Indonesia batter. We saw Kiruba Shankar got out to a similar shot. Straight to short cover. Now the set batter Sudve too.
And that's Severe just missing out on a 50. A nice catch. Well bowled again by John Dre.
Timely wicket indeed. 46 runs for Padmakar. You're watching Thailand really making inroads in this innings with Kotse picking another wicket. You can follow all that action as you unlock cricket. Download ACC app now. You can visit www.asiancricket.org as well. And stay updated with all the action. Ahmed Ramdoni, the keeper batter in the side, will join Kadek, the skipper, who's been hitting a few boundaries. He'll take a much more central role, you'd like to believe, from here on in. Nicely angled that one in too. Ramdoni only of the inside half the bat.
Just 2 runs, I think, off 15 balls. 2 wickets, just simply excellent.
And he's bowled perfectly with this old ball as well. Now the slow bouncer. All the tricks in the world Kotze has.
Got a big smile on his face, explaining to his teammates what he was trying to do. It's super stuff.
When you keep on exploring whatever talent you've got and you keep sharing it in some form or the other, you somehow keep getting better at that as the longer fielder gets wider. Keeps that down to 1 more. Really phenomenal stuff from Kotse here. Last ball of the over. Ramdoni might look to have a go at it. Short fine leg inside the circle. Can he move slightly late and scoop it over with the angle? Tries to turn it towards that fielder. Only gets 1 more. 3 singles. 4 in fact. And a wicket for Kotze of his third. 3 more to go. 107 for 4. Robert Vinay, 2 overs, 1 for 11 so far. Will come back and bowl his third. Change of ends for him.
He'll be pleased about getting a third over. Means he's bowled those first 2 overs very well. 1 for 11.
Again, another change of pace, and Ramdhoni didn't pick it. Thailand bowlers have used their variations perfectly on this surface. Even with the new ball, they were slightly unconventional in terms of their length, the tactics. I think they've really nailed the conditions here in terms of what needs to be done at what stage of the game. Strong shot with the breeze, flies over. Fielder was looking right into the sun and he says he didn't pick it. But that was struck firmly. Only you'd like to believe, not from the best part of the bat.
Looked like that might be a catch for mid-wicket there, but it just carried over his head.
He's gone once again. What a catch that is. Non-track has tracked it down brilliantly. He was on the ropes, came in further inside the 30-yard mark. Got settled underneath that one.
It's
Against the breeze. This is really phenomenal.
Yeah, the first ball of the over looked like it was going to be caught. It didn't quite reach, but this one was caught by the long off fielder. Ramdhoni out for 8 off 5.
Now that they are starting to lose wickets effectively every over or so, how many more do you think, Richard, they would like to have?
Well, I think they'd like 140. They saw Thailand chase 128 in 9.4 overs yesterday, so they might need many more. But at least a total of 140 will put some pressure on Thailand.
I mean, realistically, you're looking at 30 more from here on in. And that's the score even I had in my mind, that's the best. They'll be hoping it can happen. Danielson turns it away on the onside, brings Gamantika back on strike. But they'll return for the second. Smart running indeed. All the fielders on leg side in that area on the boundary. So by the time the bowler himself got around, Danielson returned on strike.
But those 2 balls in that over did show the difference the wind makes. The one with the wind sailed over deep mid-wicket, and the one into the wind hardly carried out the circle.
Massive shout given out. Third for Raina then. Looked like Danielson had gotten really across and had exposed that front pad. Yes, and hitting well within the stumps. Easy call for the umpire. Indonesia suddenly now starting to lose wickets every now and then. Danielson goes for 2. .66 for 3, and then that partnership happened. And once Kiruba Shankar got out, they've been really going out of options here. Gamantika has been at the non-striker's end. And he'll be hoping that he gets some support so that he can finish on a high.
Three wickets since the score reached 100. And these two Thailand seamers showing the virtue of experience.
Yes, they have stuck to their plans. Ketudedi Guna, the leggy, gets the outside edge. It's a one-handed effort. Almost plucked it out of thin air. Maliwan saved the boundary though. He had timed that sideways jump brilliantly.
If he'd caught that, that would have been catch of the tournament, I'm sure. And 2 wickets in the over for Rayner. 3 for 20 off 3. The 2 left armers to finish now.
Kotze has been impossible to hit. Wide of the crease, off cutter. Ketud had no clue. A set batter will struggle to pick that up, let alone the man who's just walked out. And he's creating such extreme angles that off the surface, when you're trying to read it, it's too late. Yes, now the quicker Yorker on the stumps. Absolutely brilliant wizardry here from Kotze.
This is like a second career here for Coetzee. All those years in South Africa, now he's an international cricketer and bowling brilliantly.
Ketudedi tried his best, but Kotze just so good. Showed him the off cutter first, and then nailed the quicker Yorker. Batters are coming in, playing a couple of deliveries, staying at the striker's end and then getting out. Kadek Gamantika must have spoken to Ferdinando, asked him to just rotate the strike. Point is, with the short cover creeping in, I think that single becomes difficult. Ferdinando does well, turns it away on the onside. Gamantika would like to face the rest of this over, which doesn't guarantee a boundary because, well, Kotze is bowling with figures of 3 for 5. You gotta try somehow. He's giving you no pace, so you have to generate all the power. Beats him too, beats the keeper as well. They should have gone for that run. I know I just mentioned that Gamantika has to be on strike, but when you're getting that of a wide, you got to take that.
But all these variations are quite difficult for the keeper to keep tabs on as well.
He's got real sighted as well, and he's got some distance after the batter gets beaten, so needs to pick it well. So has Gamantika, but only down the ground. This time, Banu Naik pushed for it. Kodze has missed the ball. That was my first impression. He thinks he's in control of that. Sharp throw. He's actually thrown it back onto the stumps, and that might work in his favor. The bat is up in the air. Kodze does a no-look throw onto the stumps. Such high skills, not just with the ball, not just with the bat, on the field too.
The batsman's bat is still in the air. The
Yes.
bails are up.
And he's done, batter has done everything he could. It's a full-length dive. But this is masterful from Kodze. Realized he had some time to really reach the stumps and take the bails off. So collects the throw and almost deflects it back. I think what the umpires are trying to figure out is if the bails have come off the ball or his hands in that motion. From that angle, it's difficult to say.
You probably need the straight camera to show that.
Given out.
Yeah, good decision.
Really smart that is from Kodze.
You see how pleased he is with that as well. It's fantastic.
Must be enjoying your cricket to be working this hard. He's shown that with the ball he's a real asset. With the new ball, now at the death he's got all the variations.
And we've seen him fielding as well. Fantastic fielder.
Fantastic. Some of the fielders, they have this thing called ball awareness, who just puts them at the right place at the right time.
He's still geeing up the fielders. Chanchai there. It's brilliant to see.
Yeah, this really is a great time to be following Thailand cricket, because they look like a team who've got a tremendous culture going on. High skilled players gelling well together.
I have to say it's the best I've seen them in the field. So narrowly missed out yesterday, but they don't seem to be downhearted. They're trying to win this game as well.
Absolutely. And fielding really is the perfect indicator of a health of a cricket team. If they're high on energy, if they're, as you said, cheering each other up, creating chances, taking chances, then clearly the overall morale of the team is really high. Dharma Artha picked up 3 wickets last time he bowled. Got bite, turn and bounce. Maybe thinking about that right now. This is the last ball of the over. He has to give it a whack here. Low full toss just times it. They'll have to push for 2. Gamantika should have been on strike. Once again, he will be at the non-striker's end. For the last 3 overs, Kadek Gamantika has just struggled to start the over with a strike in his favor.
Superb figures there for Coetzee. 3 for 9, 13 dot balls. 12 of those came in the first 2 overs. So he's just bowled outstandingly well today.
It's time for Mukesh Kumar Thakur to get on that board as he gears up for his last over. Wants the sweeper fielder to be a lot squarer. Down the leg side, helped it away for a run. That's what Kadek wanted, strike. He's been deprived of it for a while, which really does break your batting momentum. He came out with positivity written all over his bat, went for the boundary option straight away.
He had 22 off 12, now he's got 28 off 20.
Yes, because hasn't really been getting a chunk of strike. There was Surve, who was batting a runner ball at that point of time, and since then nobody has batted for a while. Swings it across the line, doesn't get the connection.
We were rather thinking Indonesia were looking for a total above 140, and yet with 5 balls to go, they're still down at 122.
I mean, a couple of sixes still that can get them closer to that total. Difficult though. Down the track, only straight to that fielder. They decide to take the run. Gamantika has done the smarter thing here, I believe. Although he's the set batter, but it looks like he's not exactly hitting it that well, what he was at one point of time. So he's allowed Dharma Artha another go. He gets a full toss and can only hit it towards that long on fielder. There was the opportunity, Richard, to pick that one up.
That's right, but Indonesia were 95 for 3 after 15 overs, well set. Another 5 wickets have fallen, 29 runs, and I think only 1 6 in that period.
That is the ruthlessness we were talking about with the ball. Not letting the opposition get away. Just one more. Thakur sometimes has missed the Yorker and it has gone on to be a full toss, and in Indonesia not necessarily have cashed on to that.
This could well be exactly the same chase as Thailand had yesterday. This time they have a full complement of 20 overs to score the runs.
Dharma Artha sends that over the fielder. Fielder misjudged it. Came in towards the flat shot. And again the wind just taking that ball over. Brilliant strike that is from Dharma Artha to end the innings. Something goes Indonesia's way. And they do go up to 131, that is. Gamantika finishes with 30 from 23. Surve batted well. He missed his half century. And nobody else really got Indonesia to a point where they could have perhaps targeted 140, 150 maybe. Yes, Padmakar came out to open. Batted well for his 46. And Kesuma, who built a little partnership with Padmakar, contributed a runner ball 24. Only 7 extras, and what looked like a very, very impressive bowling performance from the hosts, with Kodse having dream figures of 3 for 9 in his quota of 4 overs and 3 for 20 for Raina then. 132 is the ask for Thailand. Well, they're known for exciting run chases. We'll return to that after a short break. Welcome back to the second innings. 132 is the ask for Thailand. 6.6 the required run rate. That won't bother them. They have a tendency of really getting off to quick starts. Both of their openers now with runs behind them. Must be a terrific time to be in that dugout. To understand that everyone is backing you. Akshay Kumar Palakdhari, 94 runs. Played that sparkling half century yesterday. And Thailand missed out on a semi-final berth. Really the barest of margins. And Chalawembong has been a real star right at the top. He's got a 70 odd to his name too. Rogerio Maxi-Koda, couple of wickets to his name so far. Indonesia would like to believe they've got, well, just to a par score. For a split second, if you can forget about Thailand's approach with the bat, just look at it. As a side looking to defend the runs, 132 might not be too many, but not exactly too little. We'll still have the opportunity to use the new ball and try and make early breakthroughs. Slip in position, Akshay Kumar on strike, there is a gully. It's short, it's wide, and Akshay Kumar will almost resume from where he'd left last afternoon. He's picked the length early, there was width on offer. Made sure that he gave it the full thump. Loosener from Maxi-Koda. That's not where you want to start. Real hit-me ball. Does he go fuller? And Akshay will be ready for it. Shuffles across, it's shot again. This time only towards Gamantika at short cover. Both openers with very similar type of techniques. Just the trigger differs for Akshay Kumar, who tends to add a bit of shuffle to his initial movement. Left it well. First real full ball that Maxi-Koda has bowled. As Nishant Bajidia joins me here in the commentary box once again. Nishant, as I was mentioning, 131 might not be too many, but at least it's something to give Indonesia a bright chance if they can pick up a few early wickets, because Thailand are never going to slow down.
Not today for sure. I mean, after what they did yesterday, I don't think they're going to slow down at all. That'll be a wide. You'll have to keep avoiding that. Don't give them freebies. Don't give them free runs. That's how you'll have a chance of defending. Yesterday was a spirited performance by this Thai side. Very well bowled. Good delivery that. Watchfully defended on that occasion.
Yeah, that's well played from Akshay too. He's shown this all throughout the tournament. He's got a very solid defensive technique as well. Which is necessary no matter what the overall approach is. As a batting group, if you can keep the good balls out, that gives you the best chance to be there when the bad balls arrive. That was not too short enough to pull off the under edge. Brings Chalawamwong on strike for the first time. Another powerful striker of the ball.
Yes, he will put whatever happened yesterday behind him.
Yeah, looked a little more leg side-ish yesterday. Also the pressure. Gone through him straight away with pace. Maxi's best ball of the over was the last ball of the over. 6 for no loss. Ferdinando will share the new ball with Maxi. Really like Ferdinando as a new ball bowler.
Yes, 4 wickets for him. That economy rate of 6.73 for a new ball bowler. Bowls inside the power play.
And he's always in your face in terms of the line and length. It's okay if you can hit me, but if you don't, I'll get you. Slightly wider that he starts this spell. Akshay Kumar was starting to chase at that, then stopped his bat.
Yes, I think he understood that it's going to be wide and he doesn't need to touch that at all.
Indonesia are persisting with one catcher. That is a gully. Padmakar there.
Shortish delivery down the leg side. That has been put away nicely by Akshay Kumar. That will run away to the fence for 4. Akshay Kumar is really carrying on from where he left.
Yeah, really still head and allowed the fast hands to go through the ball. Wrong line there. It's the only thing Ferdinando will take out of that ball. That length is still okay. Can get a touch fuller, but the line has to be a lot wider. Just like that. Which has also been turned away on the onside, but only for a run.
Let's just see how do they plan this run chase here. Yesterday it was really less about planning, more about execution.
Mid-off up for Chalawamwong. That's for the second time. He's beaten on the inside. Nishant, I could be terribly wrong here because the angles don't really work in favor of us. To really look at the technique and the hands closely, just get a feeling Chalawamwong right now is batting with a very stiff and hard bottom hand.
Very nicely done there. Fielder in the deep will give it the chase and will cut it off as well. Will pick up 2 now.
Yes, this is where he wants. Midland leg and full. so that strong bottom hand can come into play. Bat face closes and you get the contact right. Very second, it's outside the off and fuller. That particular thing is actually working against him. You look at Akshay Kumar. He's very top hand driven in terms of the shots he's played. Down the track again, doesn't get the connection right. That particular shot with a slightly loose bottom hand, you're hitting it towards mid-off. Not Chalavamwong right now.
I think that need to score at more than 12 and over yesterday has got the better of him. Right up in the block hole. Dug out straight to mid-on. Will pick up a single.
15 for no loss after the first two. Maxi will get another over from the commentary box end. Should be thinking just outside the off here. No, brings it back, and that allows bat on ball for Chalavamwong, who's preferred the onside.
Pretty much the kind of start they would have wanted. Thailand. Beginning of the third over, they're 16 without loss. Good delivery. Very good delivery from Maxi Koda.
A real effort ball there. Looked like there was a little more energy that he brought to the bowling crease for that particular ball as well. With the high jump. He really gave it everything as he bowled that Yorker to Akshay Kumar. What he also can do is a quick short ball right now. Akshay looks like he's waiting for something on the front foot. Something on the body. No, he's backed it up with another attempted Yorker, which has been put away on the full by Akshay Kumar. Lovely balance on that shot. Never wanted to hit it too hard.
Yes, he was trying to keep it full on that occasion. Bowled a little too full. And that resulted in that full toss. And the boundary coming through as a result of that as well.
There's the Maldives unit in for the second game. The Bhutan team just arrived some time back.
Down the leg side this time. He's just helped it on its way. But the fielder will cut it off. Get a feeling that probably it was off the pads. It is off the pads.
I think Maxi here doesn't want to get too full to Akshay Kumar. And trying to shorten the length with the angle that is coming back in. It's actually making life easier for Akshay. Through the offside, but found the fielder. As a new ball bowler, just what Kotse did today. Got to be targeting both the edges of the bat. Doesn't matter if you've got both the swings or not. In terms of your line, length, angle that you create, you should be questioning both the inside edge and the outside edge.
Just that it's a lot easier for a left-arm bowler bowling from over the wicket to a right-hander to bring both the edges into play. Well bowled, extra nip on that occasion.
We saw Padmakar getting hit on the gloves once from Chanchai in the first innings. 22 for no loss after 3. Ferdinando has been trusted with another over. You got to get it right this time. Starts well. Starts very, very well indeed. We have seen Chalavemwong has found a little bit of trouble every time it's outside off, moving away. And Ferdinando has started with that exact ball, which once again Chalavemwong was looking to hit towards mid-on. Gets beaten.
And also since yesterday, what we've seen is that he has been trying to go leg side a lot more.
It's almost cause and effect. Because he's going leg side, he's got a strong bottom hand. And now that he has a strong bottom hand, he's only going leg side. That's just been chipped over the bowler for a run.
Yes, you can say a lot of chicken and egg in that one. He's got into this vicious cycle of not getting things right at the moment. But what an impressive batter he has been.
Oh, all the way through. Lot of talent on display from both of them. And they've got that backing in the dressing room as well, that you can go ahead and express yourself with the bat. And when you got that backing, you'll play shots like that. Akshay Kumar, who's very much top hand driven, can actually get inside the line of the ball and hit it over long off. Terrific cricket shot.
Yes, very well played there. He was just trying to ensure that he gets the placement right. It's good to see a batter who is very certain about what he is doing. Full outside the off stump. That's been driven beautifully, but a very good save as well.
Yeah, looked like there was a change of pace, and Akshay waited for the ball. Yes, was the off cutter. Akshay delayed the shot. Good effort from Gamantika there. Who could well be bowling the next over. Likes bowling an over inside the power play. Usually goes round the wicket to the right-handers. That might work well against Chalavemwong. Who's got hold of this one? Best way to recorrect is not straight away going offside from leg side, but to go straighter from leg side. Well done.
Yeah, but even there, I don't think he was in full control of the shot. If you look at it, it did come off the outside part of the bat slightly. But he got what he wanted for sure.
Just won't take anything out of that particular shot. That's the only one he's nailed. For tennis shot there. Straighter slap. Change of pace. He's dragged it straighter this time too. Chalawem Wong very much working with the technique he's got right now. Not trying to drag that towards cow corner, still hitting a straighter leg side area. 38 after 4. Captain has brought himself on. He's got a method that he persists with. 3 wickets so far. Bowls from round the wicket, continues to take the ball away from the right-hander with the angle. He's got Akshay Kumar on strike, who's actually played that angle well. Akshay wanted to slog sweep that one. The shot selection there tells you a little bit about the mindset of these two openers now. After having put on 38 on the board, they're attempting a shot of every ball. That brings Chalawem Wong on strike. He must be really feeling confident now after those 2 boundaries. Now this is the opportunity for Gamantika. Can he trap Chalawem Wong with the angle delivery? Chalawem Wong very much up to the task. And now the hands are opening up too. That's what confidence can do to you. It can almost play with your own body and tweak it so that you get into good positions.
That was nicely played. Straight to the fielder though. And yes, and now might not be a bad idea to just settle down a little bit. Especially when you're facing Gamantika maybe. No, that's not the idea for Akshay Kumar. He has gone over extra. And he has gone big over extra.
Yeah, he really fancies this angle. This is something he's ready for. Bat face opens up, powered through the ball, easy. And so this is actually matchup in favor of Akshay Kumar.
This time across the line. And he will pick up another boundary. Okay then.
50 inside the 5 overs. Went towards that wideish long off region. Made the bowler to bowl a touch straighter. And then the sweep comes down. Left arm spin of Dharma Artha. Picked up 3 wickets last time he bowled. Got a lot of turn. They should have started with the slip for him. From the stumps, it was dragged towards cow corner once again.
Dharma Artha coming in to bowl inside the power play. Final over of the power play comes down the track. Doesn't hit it well. Straight to the fielder there.
Confusion there. But Patmakar never went on to pick up that ball. It was up to mid-on. Yes and no between these two openers. Eventually made it. Searching for turn, he's looped it up and that has found the fielder. Chalawam Wong trying to open up the offside. Plays one straight to the hands of the cover fielder. Dharma Artha strikes in his very first over.
Yes, that was a bit too wide. And that's a very good take by the fielder there. He will be happy with the catch. So Chalawam Wong, Chatfaisan departs for 15 of 13.
Naravit Nuntraj, who was good on the field. Got a couple of catches, batting in at 3. Arm ball first up. Not very well disguised though, which is why Naravit could pick it, defend it. I think in at number 3 should be Kodze, the left-hander. He would have been a better matchup.
Also, the kind of form he was in, you would want him to bat.
It was this partnership that got them home.
This is a very good final over of the power play. Just 2 runs and a wicket, breaking the opening partnership there. What more can you ask for? And it's a dot ball to finish the power play then. 6 overs bowled, it's 52 for the loss of 1 wicket. And that's how the power play was. First ball hit brilliantly for a boundary. And then he kept getting the boundaries there. Akshay Kumar, lovely shots on the onside and stepping out to hit down the ground. Across the line from Chalawam Wong. Back-to-back boundaries. And that lovely hyper extension of the forearms for a 6. Slog sweep for a 4. And then that wicket. So it's time for some leg spin as Ketut comes in to the attack now.
This is the end from which bowlers have got the odd ball to just bounce a bit more. Leg spinner will like that. Not when he only loops it up. He has to be bowling slightly quicker into the surface. If only he can do that, mix it up with these loopy deliveries, he'll be handful.
Comes down the track, driven towards the fielder there. At long gone, Akshay Kumar. He's still in the zone of the match that was played yesterday.
Yeah, no point for him to slow down. If he can actually hit a few boundaries of the leggy, put him under the hammer, great, because Dharma Artha is bowling well from the other end. So, you gotta really attack the leggy if you can. Narvit, on the other hand, only along the carpet for a run.
Yes, I think that will be his role. Just about keep knocking it around and giving the strike to Akshay Kumar.
Yes, this is where Indonesia will think about their fielding and the placement of the fielders. Shot square leg becomes shot mid-wicket to stop that run down the wicket. And Ketwood bowls it wider. Not a lot of bounce there. Also, Nishant, he doesn't look like the kind of a leg spinner who uses a lot of the shoulder either. Very much gets the pace of the flick of the wrist.
Comes down the track, goes over the top, but there is protection.
Slightly low percentage option. You never know, leg spinner are known to just turn one ball out of nowhere. So if you're trying to drag something on the leg side, outside edge becomes crucial. He struck this one straight to the fielder, and that has been put down by Koda. Real opportunity for Indonesia to get the new batter out and bring the leg spinner in the game firmly. 56 for 1. It's Thailand in the middle of really another exciting run chase. You can follow all that. If you unlock cricket, download ACC app. You can also visit www.asiancricket.org. Both the platforms really giving you the best of all the action. Action-packed was that first over from the leg spinner. Simple catch that. Dharma Artha eventually induces the edge. He's bowled 7 balls. He should have had a slip for all 7 of those.
He is probably not having a slip for Akshay Kumar is something I can understand. That's nicely played. The fielder there trying to bring in the dive, but the fielder in the deep will bring in the dive perfectly.
I think, Nishant, when you know there's one particular bowler who's troubling almost everybody from that particular end, irrespective of the set batter, in a situation like this, he'll have a slip. And it's not as if they're adding another catcher somewhere else. It's just that they're ultra defensive even against the best bowler on display.
Nicely done. Brilliantly done by Akshay Kumar. Chase for the fielder in the deep. By the time he fumbles around to collect the ball, a boundary will be scored.
It's Koda again.
Couple will be scored. Beg your pardon.
Boundary of the last 2 balls. Again, nobody in that region with the ball constantly spinning away. That's actually a defensive fielding position and a catching position too. A gully, a wideish slip. Somewhere the batter knows, intentional or not, if the outside edge comes, he's in trouble. Also makes the arm ball a lot more effective. Not that effective. When you bowl it down the leg side, easy pickings for Akshay Kumar. They'll keep running until the ball rolls to the ropes.
So once again, what they've done here, Thailand, is that they've ensured that this run chase is pretty much in control.
Is beyond their first real opportunity with the bat in the tournament. They seem to have balanced out this aggressive intent with the steady, sensible form of batting. Sent back, but well in time for Akshay Kumar to get back. 65 for 1 after 8.
Still a delivery to go, it seems. Gets it past the fielder at mid-off, and they'll amble across for a single. 66 for 1 after 8.
Didn't find a lot of turn, but started bowling in good areas. Ketut in that first over. Taken on the half volley once again. He's been prolific with his footwork against the spinners. Went right back and played a few shots against Dharma Artha in the previous over. And now dancing down the track to the leg spinner first ball. Narvik takes the aerial route. I think he's got a hold of that. And well against the breeze still, because of the timing. It just sails over that fielder.
Yes, always a delight for a batter when he hits a leg spinner down the wicket over the top of the offside.
From the crease, even more special.
Looks to go again. This time the edge is found. You're talking about a slip off the bowling of Dharma Artha. Ketut needed 1-2. That runs away to the fence for 4. Naravit is getting a move on now.
I mean, terrible white ball, Captain Nishan. There'll always be a gap somewhere else, but not in that region. Because you're thinking wickets every time you're defending a score like 131. And so you'll have a slip, but even if you had one, that would have gone a lot finer. You would have needed reflexes of Lukman Butt to take it on the inside. It's wide. Lukman Butt, of course, the captain of Cambodia, gearing up for their big game. Biggest so far for them.
What a story there has been, and we've seen some funny things happening in this tournament indeed. Just imagine what happens if somehow Cambodia gets the better of Singapore.
And as the tournament has progressed, while Singapore looked a really formidable lineup in that first game against Maldives, since then, every now and then there has been areas where as either a batting unit or a bowling unit, there's been lapses and gaps. Although, when it came to a pressure situation, they did beat the best team of that group. Till then, defeated Japan, defended a good score that their batters did put up. It was going to be a contest, big one, 81 for 1. Dharmartha once again. With 4 fielders inside the circle. Everyone at the edge of the 30-yard mark. It's been swept away for a run.
"50 runs needed right now. 65 deliveries in hand. Comes down the track, goes through the offside, but straight to the fielder, sweeping there.
Yeah, good awareness from the sweeper fielder, the captain himself, positioning himself a lot straighter for Akshay Kumar, who really does play the inside-out drive well. Now for Narvit, he's slightly more squarer. Firstly, a real loosener from Dharmartha. I think he bowled one in the first over as well, which was turned around the corner for a boundary by Akshay Kumar. This time Narvit couldn't capitalize. Hit that one straight to the short fine leg fielder.
And driven again, this time to the fielder at long off. .47 is what Akshay Kumar has moved on to. And so far, this has been an outstanding batting performance. Oh, too far outside the off stump there. How was that? Oh, wide. Not quite.
Nah, batter was well within the reach and could have played a shot. Slightly quicker ball from Dharmartha, that one. Now slows it down, which allows Akshay Kumar the space on the back foot. I think he's managed the left arm spinner of the back foot brilliantly today. At the halfway mark, Thailand are sitting pretty, 85 for 1, and umpires have called for drinks. Akshay Kumar batting on 48. Will be looking to get consecutive half centuries in this particular over. Rocks on the back foot, picks out the sweeper fielder, moves to 49.
As Akshay Kumar approaches his half century, the perfect candidate to call the moment is in, a beaming Richard. Naravid hits it straight to the fielder. Welcome, Richard.
Well, yeah, it's great to see Thailand continuing where they left off yesterday.
Now the strike will be in the hands of Akshay Kumar.
It was Akshay who made a 50 yesterday. Got Thailand so close to that net run rate target.
Quick single. Direct hit. Could be trouble.
Oh, dearie me.
Well, Gamantika thinks he's got his man.
Batsman's walking off.
Yes, the batters, they know. They generally know. Let's wait and watch. It will be disappointing to see him get out for 49. Just get a feeling that single was not on.
I'm sure he just ran because he would complete his 50, and in normal circumstances he would have stayed in his crease.
That's a beautiful set of stumps. Yeah, I just get a feeling he's shot. Comfortably shot.
Yes, a yard short, that's why he's gone off, he knew it.
We'll be waiting for the umpire's verdict here. Yep. Up goes the finger. It looks like the players hear it on the walkie-talkie before the umpire gives the signal. The players giving the signal first. Akshay Kumar departs for 49.
A wicket that Indonesia desperately needed, and the Thailand captain Austin Lazarus is at the crease.
Get a boundary of the first ball and then hold out in the deep.
And in the match against Japan he hit 2 fours and then was out caught as well. So it'd be nice to see him get some runs.
It's 22 runs for him and 4 boundaries in that.
An average of 7 but a strike rate of over 100. You can see where his priorities lie, but he's got time now just to get a few runs on the board.
It's all the time in the world right now. Right up there. Nicely dug out by Austin. He'll get off the mark with a single. 11 bowled, 89 for 2. Dharma Artha will bowl his final over on the stumps and tucked away. And the one thing that Gamantika doesn't have to worry about is the fact that now he can really use all the bowlers who've bowled well. Because there's no way this match is going to be stretched till the 20th over. He doesn't have to worry about keeping overs of some bowlers towards the end.
No, Thailand need another 43 runs. Here's the run out. Mixture of replays there.
That's it, straight back to the bowler. He's looking to fetch it from outside the off stump. That's it in the air. Man shot of the fielder, just a single. Naravith has played some very good shots. Flat outside the off stump. Austin looking to cut. Play and a miss. Flattish delivery this time. Flayed away straight to the fielder. A deep backward. 12 overs bowled, 92 for 2. Gamantika into his third. Starts off with a dot ball. Indonesia will be thinking wickets right now. Flicked away. Easy single again. Because if they allow Thailand to just knock it around and pick up the ones, it's not going to trouble them at all. Oh, talking about wickets. Gamantika has struck.
Yes, Narawat probably getting a little bit anxious. He's hit a very good six, but he'd also been dropped. Not quite sure what to do with him as the senior partner now that Akshay was run out. Came down the wicket and was stumped. 3 wickets down for Thailand.
Will we see the player of the match of yesterday walk into the middle? Andre Koedzi. It looks like the umpires are waiting for something. Not very sure what that is. Very quick collection and stumping from the wicket keeper. No doubts about that one, you reckon?
Seems to have the ball in his gloves and the batsman's out of his crease. He didn't take it in front of the stumps. He's given the umpire's given it out now.
That would have been interesting with Quincy already in the middle.
Don't know if the batsman who was out had actually left the field, but certainly the new batsman had come in. But it's good experience for the umpires to operate with this technology.
Yeah, good numbers for Kodzi as well. He's only been dismissed once. 86 runs, average of 86, strike rate of 148, 7 fours and 5 sixes. Over the wicket now. Is he bowling leg spin? Gamantika. Single taken. Flattish delivery back to the bowler. Another dot ball. Final delivery of Gamantika's third. And Austin will pick up a comfortable single. 13 overs bowled. It's 95 for 3.
Yes, on the score trend, Thailand are well ahead of Indonesia, and they bowled well towards the end as well. Just a little gap in the next couple of overs when Indonesia scored well.
There's an interesting bowling change here. Banu Naik has been brought into the attack. Austin nicely pushing it towards long on for a single. He's happy to knock it around right now, just get his eye in for a bit maybe. Banu Naik expensive in his first couple of overs, went for 25. But with 2 new men in the middle, he has been brought back into the attack.
That's right, Indonesia sense their chance. It might only be for the next couple of overs, but if they take more wickets, they're still in the game.
Kodzi looking to cut it away. I think from whatever we've seen of Kodzi batting, maybe early on in his innings he's slightly tentative outside the off stump.
Well, yeah, he has to try and get his eye in. Get bat on ball.
Walks down the track, drives it. Cover fielder will not be able to stop a single.
Pretty confident that.
So Austin Lazarus, he will be looking forward to making a contribution here. And he has paddled it, and he has done it well. That will run away to the fine leg fence for 4.
That's more like it, a boundary for Austin. We knew that Indonesia couldn't contain him for long if he stayed at the crease.
That was very nicely lapped away. His cheeky shots are very effective in modern day cricket. And he's happy to pick up a single after having taken a boundary of the previous delivery.
His entry in the scorebook is looking a bit more healthy now, 11 off 11.
If I'm not wrong, this is the first time he's reached double figures. Could be wrong. Well bowled. And just pushed away for a single. 8 runs coming of it. 14 bowled. 103 for 3. Kodzi on strike to the captain. He'll be bowling out. Single taken of the very first ball. That will bring in the contest between the two captains. Kamantika will definitely want to finish his spell well here. Poor delivery. That allows an easy couple to be taken. Yes, they're pushing for the 2. The fumble will allow for it.
Ground's quite hard over there where the practice nets have been rolled and rolled.
There's just 2 big days remaining in this particular tournament. Flattish hit straight back. And Gamantika thought he should have gotten a hand to it. Just be a single.
Well fielded there.
Yes, Gamantika probably thought he should have gone on to deflect and hit the stumps. 3 more to go in this over. Catch it cries, but over the top of the infield. That will run away for 4.
Again the ball races away as John Dre hits it through the covers. He doesn't take long to get started.
Once he has faced a few deliveries, he loves going in that area. And now he's decided to come round the wicket. Played straight to the fielder. Dot ball. Nelson on the board. Final delivery of the 15th over. No damage done by the Nelson. 112 for the loss of 3 wickets after 15. They need just 20 more.
Well, that's the 7th against 8th place playoff. Bhutan and Maldives both looking for their first win of the tournament. I think one of them should be able to achieve it.
Well, we haven't had a tie so far.
No, and from what we understand, there's not going to be a super over if there is a tie.
Well, you'd want a winner though, so we expect one of these two teams to get their first win under their belt at the ACC Men's T20I Challenger Cup. Well, Thailand are very much on course to get back-to-back wins. Got 3 on the trot. Mohammad Anjar, opening batter, will roll his arm over. Looks like he bowls right arm gentle military medium with the keeper up. Starts off with a poor ball. That's somebody who hasn't bowled for a while. Good take from Ramdhoni there. Kodse once again 3 extra. Now that leaves 18 to get. Austin has done well to get in for a 14 from 13 balls. Won't mind a late flourish, especially when he's facing to Anjar from this end. He'll be hitting with the breeze. That's way down the leg side, and again, well done. Was on its way for 5 wides before Ramdhoni dived.
So yeah, it looks like Tadros hasn't been bowling much. Struggling with his line.
Which is why it's perfect for Austin, who's now opened his front leg slightly, looking for the hit on the onside. And takes all the power out of that shot. Only chips it for a run. Couple of sixes and it will be done in this over for Thailand. Will be another comprehensive run chase. Might not have qualified for the next round, but have certainly proved that their method works, and they're committed to that method.
That's right, and I think they'd seen Singapore play before, certainly Maldives, but they probably hadn't done so much research on Japan. And we have to say, even we hadn't seen much of Japan, and their captain played such a good innings on that day. The target was a little higher than Thailand wanted to chase.
Austin eventually goes leg side and finds the boundary. Picked the matchup right, knows that the bowler's under pressure. He's not exactly hitting his straps either. Little forward press and then pushes back.
But Thailand are now playing so well, maybe there will be regrets. I don't think it should be about yesterday and just falling short in the chase. Just a few runs more against Japan would help so much.
Yes, they will be heartbroken for sure, but the spirit, the intent, the execution that they have shown today, again, credit to that, to come out of a disappointment like that and then really show the mettle in this particular game against Indonesia. Only 10 to get. Coach say lets that one go to the keeper. 10 runs came from Anjar's first over. 10 more needed for Thailand.
So Thailand won't be playing in the semi-finals on Friday, or the final matches on Sunday. But they'll be able to finish their campaign here with a victory.
Wanted to lap that one away. Not a bad option either. With nobody in that fine leg region.
And the good news for Thailand is they have another tournament next week against Saudi Arabia, Bhutan and Maldives. So there'll be plenty more cricket for Thailand.
Solid drive down the ground from Austin.
So it'll give them a chance to try out this new approach. I think they might struggle against Saudi Arabia, but you never know.
So, Richard, I think there's a chance they'll get better at it as well against Saudi Arabia. Against those tall, fast bowlers, if you keep going hard, you will develop even faster hands, I believe. If you keep practicing, keep playing that level of fast bowling. It's really straight from Kotze too. Long on comes around.
So all the teams will play 4 matches in 5 days. A league stage and then 3rd and 4th plus final.
Also what it does, Richard, it gives them a chance to perhaps try a larger pool of players. Try different players for different positions. Because that's what you're aiming towards as a team. The higher goal is to have enough and more resources ready so that when called upon, be it for an injury, be it for a loss of form, players can replace each other in specific roles.
That's right, and the Thailand main squad has been playing against other good players in Thailand, Thai players and foreigners.
Kodze nicely opens the face of the bat. And I believe on the way, you can then manage the workload of somebody like Kodze, who's really performed his heart out in this tournament. I mean, he'll be hungry for more. If you ask a player, he'll never want to stop playing. But I think realistically, in this form of cricket, when it's high intensity, and he's a multi-skill player, so you got to manage his workload for sure. Change of pace. Square of the wicket goes through the inner circle and it'll race away too. With the sun baking this outfield, it's become much more quicker. Down to the last 2 runs is what Thailand needs at the end of the 17th.
So Thailand are on the verge of victory. They will finish 5th in the tournament. They will win 3 consecutive matches against good opposition. But another thing at this level that players have to take into account is how they balance playing cricket with their jobs. So I think the teachers will be going back to work tomorrow. Certainly Daniel Jacobs is back at school. And it might be time for him to start concentrating on work. We'll have to see about that. But he's done very well for Thailand over the last decade.
Richard, you're ruthless. Highly practical though. I'm pretty sure Jacobs will really get back to his 9 to 5, 9 to 4, however it is. And the kids would love to have him, of course.
Yeah, he's been a fantastic part of this Thailand team, but he's a great teacher as well. He'll be back with the kids tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, adding value on and off the field. Jacobs there. Maxi did nail the Yorker, mid-off, can't get it, that is that. And now the resounding victory for Thailand here. They get things done with 7 wickets still left in their kitty. And they have handed Indonesia another loss here. Once again, the main man, Kodze, finishing unbeaten in a run chase. Run ball 14 to go with a tremendous spell of bowling that we saw from him earlier. And Austin would really enjoy this time in the middle for the remaining upcoming fixtures. Not in this tournament. They end their campaign here at the ACC Men's Challenger Cup with a win, with a couple of really successful run chases being done with. 132, of course, was never going to be challenging with their new approach, new way of batting. Akshay Kumar once again started the innings brilliantly. He got some support from Chalueng Wong before he fell early. And after that, it's been Austin who's provided the finishing touches. 27 from 21. I think got a little more than that. But 49 for Akshay Kumar Palakdhari really did stood out once again. As far as Indonesia was concerned, again, Dharma Artha was impressive. Got the ball to turn, bowled with a little more guile. And it was Kadek Gamantika who always really wanted to put up a fight on the field too. Looked good with that run out. In the end though, Indonesia really must have hoped for a different result, but the result goes in favor of the home team. And a lot of positives to take out from this particular tournament. As we look at the story of the day, of the morning so far, with Indonesia batting first, 131 is what they got. Andre Kodse 3 for 9, followed by a 3 for Raina 2, and in reply, Thailand eventually getting there comfortably with 7 wickets to spare. We've got another game coming to you live. That's Bhutan taking on Maldives. But now we dive into a little breather. You'll meet Nishant Machidia on the other side of it for the post-match presentation party.
Check. Check. Bhaskar, audio. Bhaskar. Check, audio. வருதா இல்லையாடா? ஆடியோ வருதா? Check, 1, 2, 3.
Check, check. Well, 3 wins in 3 consecutive matches, and it's tough to believe that that particular team is not really playing the knockouts, but that's how the game of cricket is. Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match presentation of the ACC Challenger Cup. Before we begin, we'd like to thank the Asian Cricket Council and Cricket Association of Thailand for hosting this tournament. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, official streaming platform FanCode, official partners Dafa News and 1xBat, and commercial partners TCM. So in the 5th place playoff match, Thailand have defeated Indonesia by 7 wickets to secure the 5th spot. First up, I'd like to call upon the Indonesian skipper Gamantika for a quick chat. Well, Gaman, tough one again, but you think you didn't get enough runs on the board?
Yeah, again, one more. We don't put, the score was not there. So, but Paddy is doing well today, so it's still not good enough for making the good total for us. So I think from here, we can still learn something, right? So I think we will coming back stronger for the upcoming tournament.
And what is the biggest learning you're taking from this tournament back home?
Yeah, power play, we need to take it seriously. So after this, I think the player will work for it as well.
Thank you very much for the entertainment and good luck.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, can I please request Austin Lazarus, the captain of Thailand, for a quick chat as well. Well, Austin, 3 consecutive wins. You'd rather have played day after tomorrow, though.
Yeah, we really wish to, but that's not how things go. We needed to do things better in the first game itself. But anyways, good learnings for the team and really well executed today as well.
Talking about learnings, what is the biggest learning from the tournament?
I think the intent that we decided what we were going to follow and the team followed the plan, that was really amazing to see. And henceforth, in the future also, we're going to follow the same path.
Very well played, and thanks for the entertainment.
Thank you so much.
Now it's time to give away the Player of the Match award. Can I please request Mr. Iftikhar, our match referee, to join us for doing the honours. Quite a few performances. Of course, Surve batted brilliantly, got 46. Then Raina bowled brilliantly, 3 for 20 in his 3 overs. Akshay once again carrying on from very left yesterday, getting 49 of 36. But once again for his all-round performance, 3 for 9 in 4 overs, 14 not out of 14. It's Yandre Kodzi, the Player of the Match. He'll be receiving the trophy from Mr. Iftikhar first. Well, Yandre, first up, how's the body?
I'm tired. I think I need a few weeks of sleep.
You're going to get some days of sleep for sure, but tell us something. At this age, how do you keep yourself motivated?
Well, it's hard to balance it between family, work and all that, but I give my best and yeah, the results are showing.
And of course, being the most experienced player of the side, what is the one thing that you'd like to tell the team after this tournament ends?
Yeah, I think we're going to learn from a mistake. Every run counts, so we'll make sure to bat out all our overs next time as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Right then, the player of the match on the second day on the trot, Yandre Kodzi, for another all-round performance. Well, that just about ends this playoff match. We have another one lined up for the 7th place. Bhutan take on Maldives. Both teams looking for the first win of the tournament. Do join us for all the action on the FanCode app and, of course, the official YouTube channel of the ACC. For now, let's take a break.